Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about how far your dollar will take you when you go to buy a house in Austin, and also which areas you might want to look at depending on what your household income is. Okay, so let's go back to the scenarios. First, we're going to run it with a family income of $300,000. So you have a family income of $300,000. That means your monthly take-home pay after taxes is around $17,500. If you want to be pretty conservative and spend between 25 and 30% of your income on your mortgage payment, that's going to put you at $4,900 per month for a mortgage payment. So Josh, help me run the numbers for a payment of $4,900, Austin City taxes, we'll say a 3.4% interest rate, although that is super variable and could be totally different by the time you watch this video. But for the sake of calculating right now, run it like that and see what price range house we're looking at. Okay, so let's assume a down payment of $60,000 for this house. All right, thank you for those numbers. So we're looking at a house between $600,000 and $700,000. Let's go take a look at the MLS and see where those neighborhoods are. Okay, so here is a shot of the Austin MLS. We're looking at just single family homes in the price range of $600,000 to $700,000. So you can see a lot of Central East homes are over here. Hyde Park, Allendale, Crestview are some good spots in that price range. You're going to find some in 78704. If you go out west, Circle C is a good spot to look at that price range. These new neighborhoods with the brand new elementary school, Avanya and Belterra out here are good spots. Lakeway, fantastic. Steiner Ranch, those are your best areas for that price range. So if you're making around $300,000 a year, that's going to be at the high end of where you want to look. All right, next scenario is a family income of $150,000 per year. Maybe you've got two spouses, each making around $75,000. So your take-home after-tax income is going to be around $9,000 to $10,000 per month. So if you want to spend 25-30% of that on your house payment, you're looking at around $2,500 per month for your mortgage. So Josh, run the numbers on a monthly payment of $2,500 with Austin City taxes and again interest rate around 3.4%. Let's see how much house this kind of family could buy. Okay, this one we'll look at a down payment of around $50,000. Okay, so we're looking at around $375,000 for a house price. Let's look at the MLS at a window of $350,000 to $400,000 and see where those neighborhoods are. All right, so this is a quick shot of the MLS looking at single family homes priced between $350,000 and $400,000. You can tell there are like so many options at this price point. There's so much in Round Rock, Cedar Park, Pflugerville, Wells Branch, Anderson Mill, all these north neighborhoods. Also still some in Mueller and Windsor Park, Central East. It's definitely your sweet spot for 78745 and 48. And even if you go down into Manchac and Hayes County, you're going to get a lot more, probably more square footage and more acreage than you would up here at that price point. So wide open options depending on what is important to you. All right, last scenario is a family with a household income of around $80,000. So after taxes, your monthly take-home pay is going to be around $5,200, $5,300, give or take. So if you want to spend about 25-30% of that on your mortgage payment, that's going to come out to, we'll say $1,400 a month. So if you want to pay $1,400 a month for your mortgage payment, Josh, run the numbers on a payment of $1,400. We'll use the same interest rate of 3.4%. Say they're putting $10,000 down, and taxes get a little tricky with this because if you're paying $1,400 a month, you're not going to be able to buy a house in Austin, like in the Austin area. So outside of Austin, taxes are all different. So for the sake of simplicity, we're going to use $4,500 per year for taxes. So run that and let's see what kind of price range we're looking at for their house. Looking at around $180,000. Because this is all a little bit confusing with tax rates, we're going to look up at a window of up to $225,000. So if you want to buy a house at $225,000 or less, let's go look at the MLS for what neighborhoods you might want to be in. Okay, so now this is a quick look at the MLS. Houses priced up to $225,000. So this is for that family income of $80,000 or less. You can tell there is like not much at all in the Austin area. Anything that you see is going to need a ton of work. But if you go out, if you're willing to go out, this is like Manor and Elgin. You've got quite a few hits. Going north, if you can go out to Hutto or Taylor, into Round Rock, Leander, or going south, there's actually not even that much in Buda at that price point. If you can go to Kyle, you can find something. Lockhart down here, you've got a lot of new construction in Lockhart at that price. If you want to be in Buda or Southeast Austin, you're looking more at a $250 to $300 price range, which we didn't hit on today. But the other thing that can be a challenge at this price point is that some of these houses get snapped up by investors who pay cash. And so if you want to buy a house under $225,000, you might just need to be ready to kind of be in it for the long haul. We'll fight through it. We'll do the best we can to get you something, but it's more challenging for sure. I want to give you some basics on what everybody should have before they buy a house. First, you got to have a credit score. Technically, the minimum credit score is 580. I'm going to say most lenders want you to be around 620 or higher. You got to have some savings. I recommend $10,000. You need to be currently employed and have had the same job, preferably for the past 2 years. Generally speaking, you can't have debt that is 50% of your annual income. Does that make sense? If you're looking to buy a house in the Austin area, greater Austin vicinity, including the outlying areas, you need to be ready to spend about $1,200 a month on your mortgage payment. Anything less than that, you're probably looking at a mobile home or just land at this point. Okay, so that's it. And again, this is just a general estimate. Everybody's situation is different. Mortgage interest rates are changing all the time. There's a lot of variables that go into it when you get ready to buy a house. But if you're interested in learning more, I would love to talk to you about your situation and help problem solve a perfect solution for your family. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube page, and we'll see you on the next video.